statistically, if you look at it, wage theft is the the heaviest crime that's perpetrated against workers in America, beyond anything, right? You talk about burglaries, you talk about thefts, you talk about purse snatchings. Nothing compares to the amount of money that's stolen from workers each year in America. A lot of people might find that shocking. But this is something you see every day, right?
Yeah, sadly, we do see this every day. Sadly, it's not shocking to us. One of the reasons it's at this mass scale is because it's systemic. It's not a one-time purse snatching or a one-time home robbery. This is every single day, usually, that a worker goes into that factory or goes into the restaurant. Every day their tips are stolen, or every day they're not paid overtime. So it adds up and up and up and over time till it becomes billions of dollars. And so it's definitely hurting most the people who are impacted not being paid. These are already the lowest paid jobs at or below minimum wage because you're having your wages stolen. That means you can't feed your kids, you can't pay your rent, you can't afford medical care, you can't get the new pair of shoes your kid needs. And so it's impacting those people, but it's also impacting all of society. If folks aren't getting that paycheck, they're not spending that money back into the local economy. So even if it's not happening to you, it does matter. You should care about it because it's immoral and it's unjust. It's actually also against the law. If we have laws and they're not followed, which law next will not be followed? But we're all getting hit when workers aren't being paid. They're not putting money to the economy. That's taxes they're not able to pay. So it's really, it is a snowball impact.
You talk about this being such a massive scale problem in terms of the money that's stolen. Is enough being done at the municipal, the city, the state, and the federal level to counter this?
Big picture, no, not enough is being done to protect workers and to make sure workers are paid properly. Arise Chicago wouldn't exist. The worker center movement wouldn't exist. The labor movement, might not have to exist if companies actually all followed the law. There are groups like us on the ground trying to do more, not just to recover wages, but to prevent that, both through organizing workers to take things into their own hands and organize on the job, to create a committee, to unionize, to have something in writing like a contract, but also to pass new laws and make sure the laws are enforced.
Do we need to be thinking outside the box in terms of better ways to enforce and have consequences, as you say, for employers who are engaging in this?
Yeah, I think we always need to think outside the box. That's what we do at Arise, not at worker centers. A lot of us, we say, we're small but mighty, kind of look seen as scrappy organizations. But because of that, we don't have tons and tons of resources. We have to be creative. And so thinking of things like this, the Chicago Anti-Wage Theft Ordinance also says that the enforcement office can pull a business's license. They can either prevent it from being renewed or not grant one in the first place. And the point isn't actually to shut down a bunch of businesses. The idea is to be a carrot, not a stick, and to say, do the right thing, or we might have to, pull your license. And again, the goal isn't to shut down business. The goal is to make it a better business, make it a better place to work, and actually just follow the law. Any place wages are being stolen, the law is being broken. Any place wages are being stolen, a worker can't probably feed their family or take care of the family the way that they want to and should be able to. Any place that wages are being stolen means workers are not being treated with dignity. So whether it's a small company or a big company, workers are being impacted negatively. That's bad for them, it's bad for their neighborhood, it's bad for their city. So anywhere it's happening, we want to change that, right? And so anywhere the law is being broken, we want to make sure that's not the case. Of course, going after big places means you're hopefully benefiting many workers. So it's all of the above. It should not be one or the other. It's all of the above. We want to lift up all workers no matter where you work. You should be treated with dignity and paid properly.